Hey guys, and welcome to this review of the Legacy Thunder Megazord. So I just want to start off showing off the box. Just, pretty good. Shows you what it comes with. And before I sort of get into it, like, I messed up completely. Like, the transformation that's the Tiger Zord and this, I messed that up for the white Tiger Zord Megazord Legacy Megazord. I can't talk, the review for that one. Because that one, like, combined the Dino Megazord and the Tiger Megazord, and I messed it up for the combination that's the Thunder Megazord and the Tiger Megazord. You'll see what I'll talk about it when that time comes. Here, all the Zord itself, the combination. It's a pretty big box. Just the side tells you the story. Doesn't really matter much. The parts, story again. Is it the same thing? Oh, it's just this just says the secret of the power Zords. The other side says the story. Then here's just a cool shot of the Megazord. Then in the back, as I was skipping over it, here's the combination I mistook it for. So there's the combination with the white Tiger Zord, the Megazord itself, and all the parts. Let me just start off by showing off each individual like Zord. So here's the pink Thunderbird, the Bird Zord. I don't know names. You know which one it is. Actually, does it say in the thing? Yeah, there we go. Firebird Thunder Zord, according to the box. Your mileage may vary because I remember seeing Bruno / MMPR Toys review. Like the wings, one side was like very. Okay, so that kind of proves my point. But it wasn't that it was snapping off. In his, if I remember right, from his review or from his Megazord that he eventually got like replaced, was that the wing was very flappy. Like it wouldn't see how mine are standing still. Like this for his, one of the wings was just, I would try to do it without breaking it. It would just be down here the whole time, and it would move freely. Mine, the thing with mine, that I don't have that problem, but as you just saw, it falls off pretty easily. I got this quite a while ago, and it wasn't like that right off the box, but after transforming it a few times and just moving the wings, it can break easily, so careful on that. I don't know, might exchange it, but I'm not too sure. So I kind of want to let it focus, showing off the detail. So there you go. You see how its face is all painted. All of these aren't stickers, it's all just painted and like looks really good. Yep, there's that. It's movable neck, and as you just saw, the wing moves around, joint right there, and the joint right here for each side. I'll just put that off to the side. Next one I'll show, I guess I'll show these at the same time. That's just spinning around there. Are the, what is this? This the Pegasus, I think? Or is the unicorn? Not unicorn. So here's a unicorn, Thunder Megazord. Movable neck. I know. Just kind of want to show the detail off first. So there you see the detail that's painted on the side of it. Same with the other side. And they just have all of the like the bolt screws or whatever. Move on neck like so. You can move this as well. This is another thing that your mileage may vary. You see how I'll try to do this so that you can listen sort of, but how this just moves. Here, I'll stop talking. It just kind of moves freely. Now with the Griffin Thunder Megazord, you hear that it clicks at that point. So this one has sort of like, this is a certain spot for it, and this one moves freely. I don't know if all of them are like that. I just assume that that's a mileage may vary kind of thing. It's not that big of a deal. It's just, I don't know. If it bothers some people, that's a thing to look out for. But here I just kind of want to show his face. It actually, a good job was done with this Legacy Megazord. So there's that. And move those to the side. For the transformation. One more before the big guy is this, the Lion Thunder Zord. I just realized I said like Firebird Thunder Megazord. I'm pretty sure I said that for all three of them, but he's just the Zords. I like the color that came off of this too, like the green on his face too, if you can see. Like I like his face a lot with this just because of his eyes, and his eyes being like that shade of red and the black around it too. So there's that. his feet over here, his little tail, that's the helmet. That'll get to that later. This moves like so, mostly just for transformation. Taking his foot off right here, gonna place it back. Alright, and now on to the big guy. Is this little guy, or no, he's not even a little guy, the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. So he's actually pretty big. If I can do that first so you can see like the difference in height. And he's the most posable because, I mean, this is just the neck. That's like nothing. That's just the neck and the wings. So for here, you can move the arms like so. Do that. You can also rotate it around. And because of transformation wise, his hands like open like so. So it's like 2 fingers here, then the other 2. So you can see that. His feet can move sort of, but it looks awkward. Like I have to move his arm out of the way to show you that like he can do that, but it's like he looks like this. So I mean, not really. I mean, technically you can. And because of transformation wise, to make it into the dragon, this opens up. So you could like bend his leg, but I don't know, it just looks weird to me. But if you can make it work for anything you want, then good on you. So there's that. He can move his head around. It's pretty much all you can do, like I guess range of motion wise. So there's the Red Dragon Zord. And then it also comes with this stand, so you can, you know, put all the Zords here. This comes separate. I don't want to break it. I remember it being hard to put on, but it's a different color. So you see the piece that I'm talking about, and you just slide that in to put the Firebird Zord on top. So here, I'll just do that now actually. But before I do that, I kind of want to show everything else actually. So here's the staff for the Dragon Zord, Red Dragon Thunder Zord. You know what I mean. So here it is. Looks pretty neat. Kind of want to zoom in on that by the handle. I'll tell about my gripe about this in a bit. So there's that. And there's also the sword for the Megazord mode. It does come apart if I can without breaking it. There we go. So it just feels so satisfying to like do this slowly. So there it is. It's really reflective in there. It's got some fingerprints because of me. You see my forehead. So there's the Zord, or the sword, and then its holster that with these 2 pegs connect to the bird's wings right here. You can see that. And the chain comes separately when you buy it, so you have to put it on. Like for me who has like no fingernails, this was not easy at all. I basically had to tell my brothers to do it for me because it was just a haggle to try to do. Probably not much of a hassle to most of you, but it was for me. I like everything hurt and I couldn't try anymore, so I had to tell my brother to do it. But there's a sword. So might as well show the Zords on the little platform first before going into Megazord mode and then combine with the Tiger Zord. So what you want to do first here, I'll move this down, put that last. So what you want to do first, you can put the bird. It has 2 holes right there and 2 pegs right here. So you do that. I kind of don't want to, I don't know. I was contemplating doing this last because it's kind of fragile, but I'll just do it now. So there we go, it sits on top like that. This has like a slot right here that goes into this thing popping out. So it just kind of pops in and stays like that. So there you go. Same with the Griffin Zord. Do that as well. Then with this, it was sort of hard, but like you see the little holes right here, goes into these slots. As long as it really, you can't see, but as long as it matches up, so like there's the gap right here. The feet fit into there. And then I'm gonna pretend this is on correctly. And then, there you go. You can obviously make him hold the staff too if you want. Now on to show you how to make him into, or first I'll show you how to make him into the dragon. Alright, so what you're gonna do first is, and also I'm starting off him in the human, or sort of in this mode, human mode, whatever, because this is how he comes in the package. As soon as you get him out, he's like this, not in the dragon mode. And I was looking at other reviews. Nobody really explains how to make him into the dragon mode. They started off in the dragon mode and then went this way, and like I reversed it. Obviously it's not that hard, like it's not the hardest thing to figure out, but still it was hard for me. Even when I was a kid, I remember my brother having this and being confused on how to like switch between both of them with the original Zord. So first what you want to do is move these out, move this back to his head, and it clicks in. There you go. Then this whole thing can come off like so. Put that to the side. This in the back can flip up, and then goes that, and then this flips over like so. Then these you move up, and then you kind of rotate back. You can bend them like that to make it look like a dragon. You'll see in a bit. So do that. Oh, I forgot to rotate it. There we go. And then it can come off sometimes, but don't worry, it's not that hard to take off. You split this apart, then move it to the side. And then for the dragon E effect, you can open the little hands from both ends. It can come off. It probably will, because it has done it to me, but don't worry. Just be careful with it and you'll be fine. So now it just looks sort of weird like that. Oh, I forgot to say something. Okay, so before you do that, you take this part off. It's gonna be the tail. So do that. Then you kinda, whoops, you do that. You take this out. As you saw that I kinda did accidentally with his foot. And this you kinda just bend up like that. Then you move it like so. And it splits apart. Sorry, you move it like so, and it splits apart. And then, like I said before, for the dragon, or the part where you can move his feet, you do that. So you pull this out. There's 4 of them on each foot. Now let me actually put it upside down. Alright. Then this becomes its tail, just attaches to the end over here. Oops, if I can. There we go. And then there's a divot you see, which looks like a slot or something, that then connects to this little piece. Whoops, doesn't connect like that. Jump cut, because it took me way too long to put this on, but there it is. You can also open his mouth so I can be like, ah. So because these extended out, obviously you can move them all around like that. Can't really bend or pose them in many different ways. If anything, like this, that's about all you'll get. A little bend at the tail and at the neck. But even like that, or even straight, it looks pretty good. So this is actually like pretty big, actually, as you can see, compared to the rest of the Zords. Now to make it into the Megazord, first you obviously gotta make this back the way it was. So I'll do that real quick. So do that. Link this back. Ah, see, you will break it, but don't panic, even though I'm sort of panicking right now that it's not going to be able to be put back, but you can. Just be careful. Alright, so what you want to do to prepare him for Megazord mode is, first of all, move his hands, or his arms, I should say, like so. You can pop his head up a bit. I'll try to show it. Nope, not like that. Alright. Well, I'll show it without that. So, like so. As you can see it like popped out over there in the base. So, you can move his head more. Once you do that, you put this outwards. And then point his little feet down. Then put this off to the side for now. Actually, I should show this now since it freaking messed up in the beginning. This is attached to the back with this little peg being connected at the back right here. So first, what you want to do is obviously take this off, bend this upwards, and then put this off to the side. This you take off his feet. Then you move this like so. Over the other side, you flip these out. Then leave this for the side for now. And for this, you make the hands pop out. Then this is the right hand, so just leave that. Same with the other side. Just do that. That's all you have to do. Then for these, you move this all the way front so you can pull this back. I got the newer version here. Well, first of all, there was an older version that were like, there was a problem with this that, I don't know, they changed. So now for my version, I'll show it once I do that. It has these little pegs here. So for mine, you have to kind of hold it a bit, like at this part, it's stuck. So you kind of have to like put pressure on it so you don't break it. Even though it is supposed to come off for the combination with the Tiger Megazord. But you do that, put this all the way in the back, and then do that to make a feet or a foot. Same with the other side. So first, pull this out, careful not to break it. There we go. Then with the bird, yep, that's why I kind of hate it right now. This is really like my main complaint about this. So you take its tail off, that will go away, and the head you kind of just put in the back like that for now. So put that off to the side. This can combine with this, kind of make the little staff that the Megazord can hold if you want. But there's that. That's kind of just off to the side for now. You don't really need it, but if you want to. So then what you do is you put these on like slippers, just kind of slide in. Same with the other side. So now with the bird, the two little holes right there, there's pegs on the butt. You kind of just put it on there like so. Trying to do this without breaking the wings. I probably am going to break them again, to be honest. So I'm actually gonna move this up so I can kind of bend this around his waist carefully so it won't break. Okay. Then these go on like gloves, so it just goes in like so. Same with the other side. Then this just kind of goes in like so if I can. I probably should have done this before putting on the hands or whatever. Now he's got a tiny head. Then this flips up and I put it on over his head. Then flip it down and he's got a regular sized head, sort of. And then actually there we go. I didn't pop out. I'm like, why is the nose peeking out? But there we go, that looks better. So there you go, the Thunder Megazord. Again, my main complaint, oh wait, hold on, I'm not finished yet. this is probably where the part I'm gonna mess up. So as I said, you can attach it to the side, but you have to be careful because every time, well, not every time, but most of the time when I do it, the wing just falls off. Try to do it carefully. As long as it stays on well. Then the chain you can just wrap around the handle or whatever it is. So there it is, the Thunder Megazord. Like I said, my main complaint is the wings being so easily just breakable. I mean, obviously you can put it back, but I don't know how many times it has to break for you to not be able to do that anymore. And also my other complaint, this is very wobbly. I don't know if this is a mileage may vary thing, but as you can see, it wobbles. It's just that the feet are uneven or something. Like, it can still stand, but it still sort of wobbles like that. But it still looks really cool, really neat. Mobility wise, doesn't have that much. Really all it has are the head, 360. Also the arms. This is kind of tough though, because you saw how I put it on. Can be kind of tough, sort of. I don't know, I'm just afraid of it falling off. That's really all you can do. And this, you can open it to put the swords and this on it. For the bottom part, you can't really do much. So it's like I'm afraid of just breaking everything. That's why, if you can, I'm just afraid of, like, especially because of the wings. You see it coming off. But that's really all you can do. Even so, it's just like this. It's pretty cool. Match pricing or whatever with Amazon, I got this for about $165. And for $165, it's pretty worth it. Even for the retail price of $200, it's pretty worth it. I mean, Titanus was retailed at $200 at first, and that's just a big piece of plastic that's just got nothing. It's just a carrier Zord. This is an actual Megazord with 5 different pieces, and just combine it and everything for $200. I'd say it's pretty worth it. And I got it for less, and it's way worth it. So now, let me just take off everything to combine it with the Tiger Zord. So combine it with the Tiger Zord, you need everything except the red, or why am I, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. So take these off and make it into the feet again. And then he's gonna look really funny. Let's just do that. Put that off to the side. Gonna take off the sword without breaking the wing. And then carefully, damn it, not careful enough. Alright, you take the bird off, put the wing back because it sucks. Take its slippers off, which is a bit tough. Every time I take it off, this will like pop out, which isn't that big of a deal. It's just letting you know. You kind of have to put some force into it to be able to take it off. But try to not break anything, which is what I'm trying to do right now. After you do that, you take this silver piece off completely. There we go. Put that off to the side. I think it's, no it isn't. Okay, never mind. I thought it was marked R or something, or yellow, or Y I mean for yellow. So make that into the feet, or keep it that way. Same with the other side. You take silver piece off, put that off to the side, put this off to the side, and as awkward as this looks, you can just take it all apart, or just leave it off. So now for this little guy, what you want to do is, what do you want to do? Oh yeah, this is what you want to do. You want to fold this down. Then I'll do the helmet last, just because it's the helmet, you know. So I'm gonna raise this up and actually make him do this if I can. Bring that up like so after taking off his feet. So you take that off, then this goes over like that. Do that for the other side. So you gotta take off his foot. You gotta take off a bunch of stuff for this to work. I have a bad angle, so that's why I'm putting it on the table. So then do that for the other side as well. There we go. Then these Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I almost forgot a step. I was like, wait, I'm missing something. So there's a Zord builder port. This kind of just flips up, and do that for the other side. So once you do that, you can place them in. There we go. But then you also get that, by the way. It's like, because it's just connected to that little piece. So once you do that, you can put the arms down. Then with these, you can attach them up top. So do that so that the painted part is pointing out instead of, you know, the not painted part. Then you bring this down, pop it up. One more thing, I'm actually missing the piece, but I'll go get it in a bit. So what you're gonna do first is take this off, put it back on the bird without breaking the wings, if I can. Then you go and get the part you're missing from the room. Actually, just kidding. The piece that you're gonna want is the one that attached right here for the stand where the bird stood. So you're gonna take that off. So let me just say that the piece I thought I was missing was this, but this, all that it does, just attach to the back of the stand, kind of for support, I assume, so that the Megazord or the Zord, the red Zord, can stand. So that's the piece I thought I was missing for this, but nope, it's that piece. So what you want to do is, like before, just attach that at the bottom. Then make him hold it like so. Then you can bend the wings around his hand, hopefully without breaking anything. Then there you go. There's the Mega Tiger Zord. The fact that the bird is like super big around him is kind of awkward, but I mean, I'm not gonna be displaying it like that. But it still looks pretty cool. It still works. Again, posability wise or anything, this is all you're kind of gonna get. But it still looks pretty cool. So I mean, that's it for the review. It was long-winded because I was just showing off each individual Zord, the transformation mode for the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, the Megazord, and this, and then them with the stands. So that's like 5 things. So I mean, there's the review. Like I said before, it's pretty worth it. Even if you don't have the Tiger Zord, just this by itself is just pretty sweet. I always like the design of it, and since having watched Die Ranger a long while ago, I like it more. So that's it for the review. Hope you enjoyed it, or hope you know more about it if you were contemplating getting the Legacy Thunder Megazord or not. But that's it for this review. See you on the next one.